सुबह की जो मम्मी की चाय होती है ना, वहां से लेकर जब हम स्कूल में जाते हैं, तब टीचर जो पढ़ाती है वहां से लेकर दोपहर को जब घर पहुंचते हैं, नानी जब हमें खाना खिलाती है, साथ ही साथ लोरी गा के जब सुनाती है, वहां से लेकर शाम को जब पापा के साथ हम दबा के जब रोटी खाते हैं, कभी कोई ये नहीं पूछता, मम्मी क्या आपने सुबह की चाय पी थी? मम्मी, नानी, क्या आपने उतनी ही रोटी खाई थी जितना मैंने और पापा ने खाई थी? कोई मम्मियों के बारे में बात नहीं करता, कोई महिलाओं के बारे में बात नहीं करता, क्योंकि हम ये समझते हैं ये उनकी जिम्मेदारी है, ये उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। नमस्कार, मैं हूं प्रशांत नायर और आप देख रहे हैं संवाद। संवाद में हमने सोचा क्यों ना इस बार सिर्फ हम एक दिन महिलाओं के बारे में बात नहीं करें, हम सिर्फ 2 दिन ना बात करें, हम हर रोज महिलाओं के बारे में बात करें, क्योंकि दिस इज दैट सेक्शन ऑफ द सोसाइटी विच इज कंसिडर्ड एज द डिप्राइव्ड वन, विच इज कंसिडर्ड एज द वीकर वन, विच इज कंसिडर्ड एज नॉट दैट इंपॉर्टेंट इन द सोसाइटी, बिकॉज हम ये समझते हैं कि वो जो कर रहे हैं वो उनकी जिम्मेदारी है और वो अपने दिल से नहीं कर रहे। आज हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं गीता गोरडिया मैम। इनके बारे में जितना बोलूं उतना कम है। अभी जस्ट मेरे को आके पता चला शी इज अ डिसेंडेंट ऑफ द फादर ऑफ आवर नेशन, महात्मा गांधी जी। जितनी चर्चा करेंगे तब आपको पता चलेगा कि गीता गोरडिया मैम एग्जैक्टली है कौन, क्योंकि साथ ही साथ जब चर्चा करेंगे ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा, क्योंकि अगर मैंने उनके बारे में कुछ इंट्रोडक्शन बोल दिया तो वो बहुत कम हो गया मैम। इट्स द मोर आई स्पीक द लेसर इट इज। Welcome, ma'am, to Samvad Media House, ma'am.
To start off, I have been brought up in a Gandhian family, a Gandhi family, very amidst simplicity, a lot of discipline, and also a bit of a strict environment to some extent. But, we were given a lot of freedom as children, to do anything what we thought was, good for us. And that gave us a lot of confidence, जो कहते हैं ना आत्मविश्वास। सो पहले से ही हम छोटे से तब से हमारे में आत्मसात है, क्योंकि वो नीतिमत्ता या नियमितता, ये सब प्रामाणिकता, ये सब हम जब छोटे थे तब से हमने देखा है। तो ये हमारे में पहले से ही we have sort of it's been there in our blood, in my life, absolutely. And then I was very young when my father started factory in Bombay, and then we shifted to Baroda in 1962, and we were staying very close to the factory. So I used to keep going to the factory and helping him. So from a very young age, I always wanted to be into business and to be an entrepreneur. And I think that's what really helped me, And then I also saw very horrible times, in the 1970s when my father's factory went into liquidation because of, some material that we were giving to another company which closed down, and a lot of our money was lost. And then he expired very soon, and then I had to shut down that factory. It took me 7 long years to shut down that factory. And I had 13 court cases going in the court when I was in my first year and second year commerce. So I had to deal with all this. And when I dealt with all this, and I won a couple of good cases where got some money and paid off all the liabilities, I think that gave me it was a great knowledge seeking and a great confidence giving experience that I went through. And then I think there was no looking back. I think my journey has been from giving tuitions to pay for my education, to working in a steel foundry, and then, working in an NGO, in a bank, and then being a lecturer in the university, and then simultaneously starting my own in 1986, where I started my factory,
Basically, ma'am, you are an amalgamation of what not to say a successful person should all be. Ma'am, I just want to ask you, and I need you to be as frank as you can. During the time when Mr. Narendra Modi was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, ease of doing business in Gujarat, गुजरात हमेशा माना जाता है धंधे का जगह है, यहाँ पे व्यापार होता है, सबसे ज्यादा व्यापार होता है। शाहरुख खान ने बताया था कि रईस ने बताया था धंधे से बड़ा कोई भगवान नहीं होता, और गुजरात ये बात अच्छे से जानता है। परंतु पिछले कुछ सालों में और रिसेंटली आए स्टैटिस्टिक्स में, रूपानी लेड गवर्नमेंट में कुछ ऐसा हो रहा है कि गुजरात में ease of doing business, it has fallen so bad. Currently, it's in the 10th state, ma'am. It's in the 10th number among the 29 states. What's your take on that, ma'am?
Well, I would like to say that yes, when Narendra Bhai was a chief minister of Gujarat, probably the happiest day for Gujarat, because we always said that the Gujarat is the growth engine of India. It has always remained the growth engine of India, and I wouldn't say that it's not the growth engine of India anymore. But yes, it is a little worrisome. It is a little disappointing that while we were number one in, doing ease of doing business, we have gone down to number 9, I think, well, there are, you might say that, but I also want to tell you that there are a lot of other states which have come up, and Gujarat has been an example for them. I think Gujarat was the first state where we had these vibrant Gujarat expos, and where who's who of the country and who's who of the world came down to Gujarat to put up industry in the state. And I think each state has now started doing this. So obviously, they were down there and they have suddenly come up, so that's why you feel that, they're number one. Well, we are already up there, So I think I wouldn't say we still the growth engine of India. And if you look at it, if you must have recently read in the newspaper, the maximum foreign funds have come to the state of Gujarat. And it wouldn't have come if Gujarat was not doing well. So there is ease of doing business, and there is industry has some sort of confidence in the state, and they want to invest in the state of Gujarat. And Gujarat is known for its, being a peaceful state, and we have less problems here compared to other states, I think.
Ma'am, going on, there's another thing that hinders me as an interviewer, and I always wanted to ask to a woman entrepreneur, and I'm using the word woman specifically because we belong from a country wherein India is considered as one of the most orthodox country, and it's one of the most patriarchal country as well. The stringent rules, regulations. Ma'am, a society wherein a woman, let's not take a woman, let's take a human, is not allowed to get the best of exposure. He or she is hindered to its fullest potential in terms of job creation, in terms of economic growth, and in terms of the overall holistic development of a person. Now, I would like to give you a small example. According to the factual figures and statistics, if the woman to man ratio in Gujarat decreases, then up till 2025, the GDP growth will be approximately 16 to 18%, which rounds about to around 0.7 trillion. Now, this looks good only in papers. When it comes to the real life implication, ma'am, how can we implement it? And you might have passed through the same kind of stereotypical mindsets when you're sitting over here, when you've finally succeeded everything, and at the end of the day, you might still think that, maine sab kuch kar liya. But there is this second, thing that is going on in my mind just because of the fact you are a woman.
Well, I don't think that being a woman, you can't do things, first of all. There is a great paradigm shift in the kind of leadership. Women have their own profile, a very distinct profile they have. They have their own identity. They have the same degrees as you men have. They have the same exposure. And the biggest advantage women have, that they have the power of endurance. They are very, persuasive. They are quite loving. They are very consensus building in doing their work. And you will see that at home, a woman, there is this, what women can do, a man cannot do. But yes. But having said that, what is important is, that a woman who wants to do something in life has to have the self-esteem. Atmavishwas बहुत important है. That I am, self-esteem is I'm talking about, that I'm going to be able to do everything that a man can do. I have confidence in myself. The moment you have that little bit of grit, determination, you've got to have that dream, that drive, that desire. I think a woman can do everything. The problem is, that we in our country have always treated women as homemakers. as women who can bear children and can look after children, which is a very wrong notion. And it's now that women are coming up. They are there. They are practically there in every field now, and they're doing probably better than men in so many fields. In fact, sometimes I always say, that you today celebrating a Women's Day. Please remember that it shouldn't happen that tomorrow you're going to celebrate a Man's Day, because women are taking over. They are rewriting history. They are doing better than men in so many, areas. So I think women have come up, and I think people at home have realized that women can contribute very well. So woman as a person has to feel and think that I want to be a victor and not want to be a victim of circumstances. And then there's no looking back. And women, unfortunately, yes, India is still, if you look at the gender gap index, we are number 121, I think, which is sad. We were 108, and we are 112, I think. So we are far behind. Our women labor force is about 25%, 27%, whereas the world average is about 40%. So we have a long way to go. And yes, education has been one of the greatest handicaps, for us, and also the upbringing, But slowly and steadily, I find that the women are coming out, to work in all fields.
You talked about the labor force, ma'am. According to a survey, overall India, when we take into consideration India as a nation, 18% is the working class woman in terms of when 100 men or 100 people are taken into consideration. When it comes to Gujarat, it's 2% even less. That is 16%. You say Gujarat is a better place for doing business. Secondly, you said that other states are growing up. That's why there's a thing that Gujarat may be lacking behind, or Gujarat is an example for those states to grow up. Secondly, when we take into consideration education, men literacy rate for men in Gujarat is 85%. For that of women is just 68%, ma'am. You say education, literacy is a handicap for Gujarat, ma'am. So how can we, sort of gap the following?
I think this gap has to be filled up, and there's no way, no two things about it, that the girl fraternity in this state have to go out first. They have to be allowed to go out to study, finish their education. And I think for that matter, I think there's a lot of the parents per se have to consider a girl child and a boy child at the same level. I think I was pretty lucky, I mean, I have my brother, and we always were treated the same, So, but it is coming up, it will come up. And yes, you are right, that we are quite behind, when it comes. But let me tell you, there is a lot of gargattu work which is happening in this state and which is not accounted for. I mean, I know so many young girls and women doing something at home. It is not that they're not doing anything, but maybe that's not being counted, in, when you really consider, the number of how many women and girls have, sort of giving their, or participating in economic affairs,
I just want to add to that as well. We say, it's a woman's responsibility to conduct the household chores. There's also one thing, whenever, financial, direct financial, economic thing is not related, the job or the thing that a so-and-so person does is, taken far more less into consideration. You also said that, ma'am, your upbringing in that sense, you were treated equally when considered to your brother. Don't you think, ma'am, parenting, nurturing matters a lot, and it gives a different kind of aura for a particular child to develop in his or her particular own way? And that is a particular place where India is lacking, because if that mindset changes, who knows, there would be every second person, every second woman as Geeta Goradia. Because in our nation, एक ऐसी देश है जहां पे एक लड़की एक लाइफ पार्टनर चूज नहीं कर सकता, इवन she belongs from the most elite family or from the most educated family, because they have this notion, अगर मैं ब्राह्मण फैमिली से बिलोंग करता हूँ तो मेरी बेटी सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक ब्राह्मण लड़के से ही शादी करेगी. अगर ये माइंडसेट नहीं जा पा रही मैम, सो हाउ कैन वी एक्सपेक्ट इन द कमिंग फ्यू ईयर्स लड़कियां घर से बाहर निकल पाएंगी. एंड द अदर थिंग, सेफ्टी इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नोशन दैट पेरेंट्स टेक इन टू कंसिडरेशन. दैट्स वाई the thing of women in the work sector are comparatively far too less, because they have this notion ki, can my wife or can my child work late night, can she work with male counterparts, is it safe? Your thing.
So I agree with you. The mindset has to change. Yeah. Your last statement on can a woman work, in the second shift or night shift. I'm very glad that in this recent budget, women are being allowed to work as operators and machine operators, and women are going to be allowed to work as in the second and third shift also. In fact, we are as a woman entrepreneur, even I am planning to start women working in the second shift. So I think things are changing, and yes, the governmental support is going to be very, very important, safe environment for women, that mindset coming from the parents, that my daughter is safe going out and my daughter can, bring in, sort of funds, finances in the family, and a woman can be an equal partner in terms of, earning money, because that would bring about, I have always believed that women who have worked have looked after the children far better, because they make the children independent, because they're working, they see, that the children are independent enough to go to school, to do their homework, to be in sports. So they make it a point. So working women always will be able to bring up their children far more independently, and that. So, these incentives which have been given by the government in the recent budget, for women, I think they should really help, more and more women coming out to work. I want to give you an example. When I first started business I'm talking way back in 86, 87, I wanted a loan of about 12 lakhs of rupees. 12 lakhs, which is a very small amount. Today I talk of crores, but taking a loan of crores of rupees. Believe me, I made 22 visits to Ahmedabad to get money from GIC. Because it was a different world, those were the days of, license Raj and Inspector Raj, and women were not considered seriously, so imagine 22 times I went to Ahmedabad for a small loan of 12 lakhs. After I got my loan, I was said that, what is the guarantee that you'll pay up this? You have to give your husband's guarantee or this guarantee, that guarantee. I was a little angry and I said, no, I'm not going to give, So I said, in fact, they said that you don't get money. Finally, I had to give, because I had to go by what the financial institutions tells me to do. But things have changed now. Women can easily get a loan. So I think things are changing, things will change, and it will be good for the women fraternity in this country.
If you think, if down the lane you're the same 86 वाली young ambitious लड़की जो लोन लेने जा रही है, इस बार भी सिर्फ 12 लाख रुपए के लिए, but same year, can she get a loan?
Oh yes.
Can she?
Oh yes. If she has her papers right, if she has a business right, if she has her projections right, that this is going to be her sales, these are going to be her profits, and this is her capability of paying the loan back with interest, whatever installments on time. There's no problem. I think today women are paying up loans far regularly than probably. I don't want to say that I don't have the figures, but it is a fact that women are less defaulters than so many others,
Ma'am, it's an absolute honor for us to have you with us, to share your words of wisdom, ma'am. It's a great honor. At last, can you give a small message to all our viewers, not only restricted to women, but everyone, so that, it's a great honor and it's a huge boost of inspiration for me, for my team to have you. And I wish my viewers have the same as well, ma'am. A small line.
And every woman should have what is called self-esteem. Atmavishwas, ये बहुत ही जरूरी चीज है. And be ethical in life. be focused in life. Whatever you want to do, आपको तो setbacks तो आने वाले हैं. I mean, there's no saying, कि everything is going to be smooth. It's going to be a thorny route to, earn success. And I think that only teaches you a lot of humility. That also teaches you a lot of lessons in life, So don't get upset with, setbacks, just, get up and, face the challenges. And I think that is it, this, I believe in, that being ethical, having that energy in you, creating excellence in whatever you do, and making sure that you, of course, make money, because that's the main reason why you are in business. And of course, taking care of the environment. I said that is very important also.
It's never going to be a bed of roses. अगर दिन के आखिर में इतनी मीठी कॉफी पीनी है तो मेहनत तो करना पड़ेगा. थैंक यू सो मच मैम गीता गोरडिया फॉर हैविंग विद अस. आप संवाद के साथ जुड़े रहिए, आप भी हमारे साथ संवाद के साथ जुड़े रहिए. नमस्कार, जय हिंद.